Recent discoveries by China's Mars rover reveal traces of water in sand dunes. According to the data collected by China's rover, there is a possibility that water exists in more areas of Mars than previously speculated. The observations of Martian sand dunes suggest that the presence of water on the planet may be more recent than anticipated. This discovery underlines fresh and possibly rich grounds in the warm regions of Mars that could be conducive to life. Nonetheless, further examination is required to confirm this finding. The recent announcement on Friday followed mission leaders' admission that the Zhurong rover remains in hibernation mode since last year's Martian winter. According to Zhang, the chief designer of the mission, the solar panels of the rover are probably caked with dust. This obstruction is likely to have cut off the power source, and there is a possibility that the rover may not function again. Prior to the cessation of its activity, Zhurong recorded sightings of dunes rich in salt, characterized by cracks and crusts. Scientists speculate that these dunes were possibly mixed with snow or melting morning frost within the last few 100,000 years. Cracks and other features on the dunes of Mars' Utopia Planitia in the northern hemisphere are believed to have formed between 400,000 to 1.4 million years ago, if not more recently, according to estimates. The environmental features of that era bear a striking resemblance to contemporary Mars, with the disappearance of long-flowing rivers and dried-up lakes. This landscape is reminiscent of billions of years earlier. In a publication on Science Advances, a team from Beijing revealed that analyzing the composition and configuration of these sandhills could offer valuable information about potential water activity during that era. In an email, Xiaoguang-Qin, co-author from the Institute of Geology and Geophysics, speculated that the quantity would be minimal, perhaps no greater than a surface layer of water. Although the rover did not detect any frost or ice, there is reason to believe that water could be present on Mars. Qin explains that computer simulations and observations from other spacecraft suggest that certain conditions at specific times of the year could make it possible for water to manifest. The University of Paris-Saclay's planetary scientist, Frederick Schmidt, who was not involved in the study, emphasized the youthfulness of the dunes as a noteworthy aspect. In an email, he remarked, "It's evident that this is novel scientific work for this area." The Chinese scientists posited that minute pools of melted snow and frost mixed with salt could be responsible for the small crevices, hard crusts and loose particles that constitute the dune formations, as well as the ridges and depressions. Wind and carbon dioxide-based frost were eliminated as potential culprits. NASA's Viking missions in the 1970s first detected Martian frost. However, it was believed that these delicate dustings of frost were limited to specific locations under certain conditions. According to Mary Bourke, a Mars geology specialist at Trinity College, Dublin, the rover has uncovered proof that suggests the process in question may have a more expansive presence on Mars than previously detected. The significance of even the tiniest aqueous alcove cannot be underestimated when it comes to recognizing livable habitats, she further remarked. In 2020, a six-wheeled rover named Zhurong, after a Chinese mythological fire god, was sent to Mars. The rover arrived on the planet in 2021 and spent a year surveying the terrain, exceeding its intended operation period. It traveled an impressive 1,921 meters before going into hibernation in May.